This is JD with I'm from Cleveland.com. I'm here with Sosa 808. What's happening, man?
Shit, what's the word?
Yo, so, you know, it's been a big year for you. You had a credit on Pick It Up, a song by Famous Dex featuring A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
Tell me what that was like for a young producer to have a credit like that on a new song.
I mean, at first, like, I don't know, like, I didn't think it was gonna be that big. Like, you feel me? At first, I was just thinking, like, all right, man, it's a Famous Dex placement. Then they said they're gonna get what A$AP Rocky on it, so I'm like, all right, this probably a maybe, but they really went
and went through with it.
They really went through it and sent him the record. So when he hopped on it, I'm like, all right, that's cool. I got A$AP Rocky on the beat. That's all right. You feel me? But when it dropped, it's crazy.
The response was crazy.
Response crazy. We went everywhere, bro.
I heard a rumor that went gold.
Went gold. It went platinum.
Wow, that's crazy. So what was that like for you, man? Like, you know, I was checking out a little bit of your history. You know, you started making beats, and some of your influencers were guys like, you know, Lex Luger, Metro Boomin, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, you have your name on an industry song that's, like, getting rotation. Like, what's that like? It's like a dream come true.
It is, man. Like, but it's like, I don't know, like, seeing other, like, producers do bigger things than that, it's like, I'm so humble. I'm my worst critic, so it's like, I don't know, like, it feel like, I know for a fact I'm getting somewhere with it. Like, you feel me? I got somewhere with it, but it's like, I just need more, you feel me? I need more than that, you feel me?
It's just, you're just getting started.
Yeah, I'm just getting started.
It's just motivation for you, really.
Yeah, it's more motivation than anything.
So I mean, how did you get your start in music originally?
I mean, I knew nothing about making beats. I never knew I was even gonna be a producer. Like, you feel me? Like, I was just looking up. I was just on YouTube. Like, I used to be a fan of Soulja Boy. You feel me? Like, I seen him mess around with Fruity Loops. I ain't know nothing about it. You feel me? I left it alone for like a week. Told my brother about it. My brother, Montana Corleone, I told him about it. He tried to make a beat. He showed me like the ins and outs on it. I gave it a shot. You know, once I heard that first 808, it was like, yeah.
This is for you.
This is for me.
So you mentioned a lot of like new school influences. Did you have a relationship with hip hop before that? Did you listen to like a lot of old school stuff too, growing up, or not really?
Not old school, but I kept up with today's music though. Like all the time, like Gucci and Waka and Future, all of them. I kept up with that.
So you kind of fell in love with the trap sound.
Yeah, with the trap song. So
when you think of the Cleveland music scene, what comes to mind?
I don't really know, for real, for real. It's a lot that come to mind, for real, because it's all type, like, it's a lot of different Cleveland sounds, you feel me? Like,
so there's not really one Cleveland sound right now.
Yeah, we don't have just one sound. We really versatile. What
would you like to do? How would you like to leave your stamp in the future, like make your mark? What's next for you?
I don't know, like, I really don't know, for real, like.
You're just taking it all in?
Yeah.
So, like, what was it like when, you know, you got this mainstream credit, and, you know, people you know who grew up with you, like, are they aware of what's going on, or is it not really hitting them yet?
They know what's, truth be told, they know what's going on more than I know what's going on. It's just not hitting me. You feel me? Like, people be like, bruh, do you know how big this is? I don't. Yeah. I don't. You feel me? So,
you're just doing what you love. It seems like you're just a dude who's, like, creating music, and you just, that's your passion, and then, like,
yeah,
so it doesn't really seem like it's about the numbers to you, but it's like, it's dope that it's happening at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Like, it's more of that than anything.
What was it like working with Lil Cray? I saw you had a track with him.
Man, see, working with Cray was crazy, for real, for real. I never really worked with an artist that big before, you feel me? Like, he passed a lot of artists up in the city, for real, when he came with Kyrie Irving. So being able to work with him later on in the year while he was in his prime, it was like, dang, I'm really working with him, you feel me? Like, this was the biggest Cleveland artist I was even working with, you feel me? I don't even think I was even working with Rick Flames around that time. I was working with Cray. And it was like, working with him was like probably like the biggest experience working with a Cleveland artist that really popped and really had like a major single.
When
like that.
when Lil Cray got locked up, what was your reaction to that? I mean, were you close to him?
I was close to him. Like, when he got locked up, man, it was like I wasn't even more disappointed in him getting locked up. I was more disappointed at everybody else's reaction. Like, I went on my timeline, I seen everybody praying on his downfall, like, oh, Craig got locked up, you feel me? I'm next, you feel me? I'm next, you feel me? And I'm like, what? That's crazy. So it's like, I just want him to come home and shut everybody up, pretty much, you feel me?
Do you feel like people kind of turned on him?
Yeah, for sure.
So when you look at, like, you know, the success that you're having, being only 20 years old, when you were a younger producer, let's say there's a producer who's younger and listening to this and kind of wants to make some of the moves you've been doing, what advice would you give to them, you know, as far as networking goes or like getting your music in the right hands?
Rule number one, don't be thirsty. Don't be thirsty at all. You feel me? Like, wait your turn is gonna come. You feel me? Like, just don't, you feel me, fuck what everybody else saying. You feel me? If anybody got something bad to say, keep going. You feel me? Even if, like, you could play 100 beats for an artist, you feel me? If they don't like them, keep it pushing. Go home, make 100 more beats, you feel me? Keep going, you feel me? Just don't give up, you feel me? Like, keep strategizing, you know, keep networking, you feel me? Like, you know, it's gonna come.
You mentioned your relationship with Rip Flames earlier. Tell me about that.
The way, I remember when I first met Rip. When I first met him at the Cleveland Paid party. I remember that? You feel me? Like, I had met him there. I didn't even know who he was because he had his dreads, you feel me? But when we actually got to link up, like, I've sent him beats before, you feel me? He wasn't really feeling it. But it was like, it took about like a year or two to really get, you feel me, get in with Rip, you feel me? But working with him now is like, man, that's like, it's deeper than just, you feel me, just giving him beats, you feel me? It's deeper than just, you feel me, a track, you feel me? That's like my brother, you feel me? Like,
yeah, so you guys are making music, and it's like a real collaboration thing. It's not just you sending the track over. It's like you're a part of the process with them.
For sure.
Yeah, and so like, what now? Like when you guys make music now, how is it different now from back then?
I mean, I used to send him like just whatever, like trap, R&B, whatever. You feel me? Anything. You feel me? Just so that I was different. But now it's like I really know his sound. You feel me? He doesn't really have a sound, but I know what he'll use.
You know him.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So you said you're starting a label soon.
Yeah, One Way Mafia Records.
What is it called?
One Way Mafia Records.
So what's going into that? What kind of energy does that require?
Man, you just gotta work. Don't be no leech. Don't be thirsty, man. Just stay on.
What made you want to start that up?
I mean, One Way, that's like it's a street, it's a hood, you feel me? Like, it's not just one way up, you feel me? Like, One Way Mafia is deeper than that, you feel me? Like, you got real niggas from the One Way, you feel me? Like, that's really representing that, you feel me? And on top of that, like, when I started making music, it was like, this is what I'm gonna, you feel me? This is what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna do music, you feel me? I'm gonna do music, and I'm probably gonna end up dying behind this, you feel me? Like, what I mean by that is, like, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that, like, I'm gonna really die doing this, you feel me? Like, I'm not gonna die being broke. I'm gonna die being rich doing this, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, one way in, no way out, you feel me? Only way is up, One Way Mafia.
And it kind of shows, like, in the way that you approach, you know, getting your music out there, too. Because, you know, you talked about, you know, sending, you know, Rip Flames music over and over again. You know, even when you weren't getting a response from certain artists, you kept going. And then you were able to get those relationships and opportunities that you wanted. Is that a large part of, like, the work ethic and process that you try to do?
It definitely is, man, because it's like, you're going to get mad, like, bro, like, why won't this nigga reply? Why won't he do this? You feel me? Like, what is it? You feel me? Like, I know I'm good. You feel me? Like, what is it? Like, you feel me? You going to wonder. You going to really wonder. But it's like, you feel me? Eventually, like, because how it was with me is, it was like, Pooh Gutter never used my beats. Ray Jr. never used my beats. Rip Flames never used my beats. You feel me? Like, but I had people that never used my beats until they seen other people using my beats. So it was like a chain reaction. You feel me? So once Lil Cray dropped, you feel me? Matter of fact, not once Lil Cray dropped. Once Pooh Gutter dropped on my beat with Doughboy, that's when Cray hit up. Once Cray hit up, that's when Ray Jr. hit up. That's when everybody else hit up. You feel me? Like, everybody else in the city. You feel me? It was like a chain reaction. You feel me? It was like different exposure with different people, you feel me? Like, because everybody got their own fans, everybody got their own support behind them, you feel me? Like, you know. And
so you kind of capitalized that, made those relationships, and just kept cranking out beats.
Yep, kept going.
Did you have a lot of stuff that was, like, you know, saved up that you could just give those guys, or did you make custom things for these artists?
I mean, I run out of beats a lot because I have a lot of people asking me for beats all day, every day. So, you feel me? Like, I normally just cook up, send beats, or I might go in the cut like, dang, I do want to get this beat heard, you feel me? I could probably send him this, I'd probably hear him on that, you feel me? So, you know, it was really like a 50-50 thing. Like, I cook up, I go back in the stash, you feel me, send something, but it was, you know, I'm in the middle.
So you take time to yourself sometimes and just say, all right, no calls, like, I got to just make beats and just save up a little bit. where do you go for inspiration? Like, do you still listen to like those same guys that kind of influenced you, or do you kind of like try to do your own thing, look for your own sound in your head?
I mean, I try to definitely do that before I listen to anything else, like, because I mean, of course I go to listen to other people for inspiration and stuff, but I definitely try to just, you know, chill, sit back, relax, you know, maybe listen to my own beats to really get an idea of like what's next, you feel me? Like, you feel me, how to keep going. But it's like, I definitely do go on YouTube and look up Metro Boomin before fame, and you feel me, old Southside videos and stuff like that, you feel me, stuff like that. Or I just, you know, I just get on Instagram and just scroll and see, dang, Doughboy in the studio with Future, dang, 55 in the you feel me, in the studio with Gotti, like, you feel me, that would inspire me, you feel me. So I just, you know, get my inspiration from different things for real.
What do you think about the state of the game right now? Do you like what you're hearing, like especially on the radio, or like what's trending? Are you liking the things that are coming out?
I love it because it's like the young people in the city, like the young artists in the city is really getting heard, you feel me? And like worldwide wise, like producers is really getting heard as well. So it's like, you feel me? It's really a good year for producers all around the world, and it's a good year for, you feel me, young Cleveland musicians in the city, you feel me? Because everybody is really getting heard, because it happened with, like, you know, once Lil Craig got heard, he was like, what, probably like, what, 19 or something like that? He was like 19 when he got heard. He was doing stuff that people 35 years old can't even do, you feel me?
Yeah.
Passed a lot of people up, so you feel me? I feel like he really opened up a door that a lot of people don't see, you feel me? Like, a lot of people look over that, you feel me? And it's like, once he got locked up, you know, Q Money popped out, you feel me? He had the Work song, you feel me? He got signed to a major label. He skyrocketed, he ain't look back, you feel me? And it's like, we all young, you feel me? So it's like, I'm definitely loving this for sure.
That's crazy, right? It's like especially in the trap scene, like all these guys are like from like, dude, 14, 16, 20, 21 years old. It's just like a young man's game.
Yeah.
And when
I like that.
and when you think back to like, you know, like how there's a lot of people who discredit a lot of trap music and things like that because they say like, oh, that's not hip hop and stuff. But it's really taking it back to the roots, because a lot of you guys, like the producers, have the power now. What artists are you listening to? Not producers, but, you know, music artists themselves.
I mean, right now, for real, like, I just been listening to my own artists for real, because my artists, like, they've been really making industry scale music.
Name drop, man.
Man, Icky Al, man, RTR Ray, RTR Vic, Young Biddy, man.
And so these are the guys in your camp who you're making beats for, and they're making music around you? That's cool. So tell me about your relationship with them, and how do you manage, like, okay, you know, how am I going to charge these guys, or what am I going to do? Like, is that a new thing for you, or do you have someone kind of giving you advice on the business side?
I mean, everybody that ain't gang just simply getting taxed, you feel me? I mean, that's just the way it go, you feel me? I ain't about to tax my family, you feel me? Everybody in one way is family, you feel me? Like, the co-CEO of that is my blood brother, you feel me? Biddy, man, he been dating my sister for 7 years, going on 8, you feel me? That's my brother, you feel me? Icky, I know him for years, my brothers, you feel me? Like, RTR, I know Ray since middle school, you feel me? But Vic, he just like my little brother, like literally, like we really like this, you feel me? Like,
so these are the people that you came up with, essentially.
Yeah, basically, that's gang.
And now you're just creating music with them. So they see you starting to get on now. Are they like hype and stuff, or is it like?
They stand calm.
Yeah.
You feel me? They stand calm.
They're handling it better than
like,
you, just
man,
chilling.
Put like this, man. This industry ain't nothing but a house, you feel me? I'm kicking in the dough, my shooters ain't running in with me, you feel me? I'm scoping the place out, my shooters gonna follow up. I shoot, they shoot. Simple.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So none of it's really like getting to you at any moment. Has there ever been a moment where you're like, whoa, like I can't believe like I'm only 20 and I got like this credit right here, or this going on, or this relationship with this person? Like,
see, the age is not even what I'm concerned about. It's the fact that, man, I'm a young black male, young 20-year-old black male from the hood, still in the hood, doing all of this stuff, you feel me? You would think somebody doing this would be out the hood in the hills somewhere, you feel me? But it's like, oh, I'm still up the way. I'm still making beats, still all these hits is coming out of the hood, you feel me?
Yeah, it seems like you're really like you're like on your way, right? To like headed towards something.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm working towards getting out of the hood.
Right.
But it's like, you feel me, you know, I just gotta just keep going, you feel me? Gotta keep pushing.
What artists do you want to work with?
I mean, like, you mean like industry, like
on an industry level, like who are some of the dream artists you would love to work with, or local artists?
I mean, Probably like Future. I haven't worked with Dolph yet, you feel me? And I'm locked in with this whole camp, you feel me? I want to work with Dolph, Gucci, Drake, and it's another one too. I forgot the name, man. That's probably it. That's all I can think
with
of.
The big
right
names,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much, that's like the immediate artist I want to work with.
Tell me about the project you recently worked on with Key Glock.
Man, that project was so crazy, man. Fans was getting mad, man, because the date kept getting pushed back, man. 1 minute it's supposed to drop in November, then December, then January. Ended up dropping in February, so, you know.
I listened to it. Listen, let people know where they can listen to it, because it's really dope. Like,
it's everywhere. It's on a lot of mixtapes. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. It's everywhere. It's on every platform.
And you collaborated with someone on the beats and stuff like that?
I got one placement. I got one placement on there with my blood brother, Montana Corleone.
Okay.
And that's the Feeling Myself track. It should be number 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I have to make sure I hear that one. But I ran through it and I was like, yo, this dude's the truth. So how did you get in touch with him?
Who? Glock?
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. Like, that was a wild day, man. Like, I was just walk to the store with my bro Icky, man. It was like I got a text from him and my manager at the same time. Like, Glock slid in the DM. He was like, bruh, hit me up, man. I got some work for you. You feel me? Then Pesh hit me at the same time, and this was about like 2016. You feel me? I didn't even know who Glock was. You feel me? I didn't know who he was. You feel me? And you know, Pesh had texted me. I checked his text, and he was like, bro, you know, you got a placement with Glock. I'm like, who the fuck is Glock? You feel me? He like, Dolph artist. I'm like, what? I'm like, shit, let me respond to his DM. So I respond to the DM because a lot of artists be playing, you feel me? Like, I be thinking they trying to get some beats, you feel me? And they be playing, you feel me? So that's why I ain't really check. So once he said that, I already knew it was real, you feel me? So I hit Glock up, and he just so happened to be in the studio in Memphis with him. And he had the track, Mama told me. He found a beat because I was dropping beat tapes on live mixtapes. I dropped the beat on live mixtapes, and Spinrilla took the tape, and he ran across it on Spinrilla. So that was probably like the first track me and him ever did. So it's like, once you feel me, once I met him over the phone and stuff like that, you feel me, we just locked in. And I met him in person in Atlanta like that next year in February, so it was definitely February. And, you know, we locked in. We didn't really do too much, but, you know, we locked in though.
I mean, what I heard sounds good. So yeah, everybody will have to make sure they check that out.
For sure.
What are some of the biggest lessons, you know, you've been learning from your growing experience in the music industry so far?
It's a lot. It's really a lot that I learned for real, like, but it was a lot that I knew before I even, you feel me, tried to even get into, you feel me, even get my beats sold. Like, you feel me, like getting my beats sold and plays. It was stuff that I knew, like, none of these industry niggas is your friends, you feel me? Like, they're not your friends. I don't plan on making friends with nobody, you feel me? Like, you feel me? None of that, you feel me? So it's like, it was really lessons I already knew, but that never even went through, like, you feel me? Stuff like that. But, I mean, pretty much, I haven't really learned too much nothing, like, on the left side, for real, you feel me? Like, it's almost like I knew already, you feel me?
You knew what to expect to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Who were the people in your life that kind of motivated you throughout this path?
Man, what you mean, like industry or?
Whether it's friend, family, industry, just someone that was kind of in your ear while certain things were going on, saying like, hey, you know, this is what you need to look out for, that kind of thing.
It's gonna sound weird, but my mom.
Yeah.
My mom, man, she was always telling me stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's weird at all, man. I think like, especially for artists, like a lot of people forget, like, artists are sensitive people, man, and those close connections that you have with people, sometimes that's really what keeps you grounded throughout, like, all that shark stuff you were talking about.
Yeah, pretty much my mom, for real, man. Like, there was a time, like, my mom, she definitely keep me grounded for sure. Like, you feel me? Even when like, it was a time when I was like 15, man. It was like, I was so satisfied with the music I was making because I knew I got better because I heard the progress, you feel me? So I was like, man, I'm the best producer, this, that, and third. She's like, man, you gotta be calm, you gotta be patient, man, you feel me? There's people out here that's probably way better than you. You talking all this, you feel me? I'm the best producer. That right there, she sat me down with that one. I'm like, you right. So ever since then, I just been humble. And
at the same time, what's it like for her when she sees you like working with these artists that are just like blowing up and stuff?
It was crazy back then when I was telling her, you feel me, like good stuff like that, you feel me? But she hears so much good news like almost every day, you feel me? It's like she used to. I'm like, so she just be like, oh, that's nice. You feel me? Like,
so she's supportive. It's not like one of those parents thing where it's like, oh, you know, you gotta get this real job and make sure this or that? She's supportive of what you love.
She knows what's going on. She supported the vision from day one. She already knew. You feel me? Like, I never believed in getting a job at that. Even if she told me to get a job, I never was gonna get a job because I always knew I was gonna do something with music. You feel me? Which is part of the reason why I got this Sosa Wait tattoo on my hand. You feel me? Because like I was like 18 when I got this tat, so it was like I just figured since I got this tat, no job will hire me. You feel me? I didn't want no job. I still don't want no job. You feel me? Like, I wanted to make sure I don't get hired. Even if I do try to apply, that just lets me know to go back to my laptop and keep working.
You chose this life.
Chose this life. It's over with. I'm locked in.
So when you look at like your goals for like 2018, like what's next? Do you just sit down, make as many beats as you can, or are you more focused on like networking and stuff right now? What's the deal?
I mean, I wanna keep networking for real, but it's like I just sit back and make beats for real, because I have a different artist hit me up every day, like, you feel me, like almost every day, like a big artist. Like recently Project Pat hit up asking for beats, K-Camp hit up asking for beats, so it's like, you feel me, like it's like that now. So yeah. I just sit back and I work, you feel me, like, because you never know who's gonna DM me, you never know when Gucci gonna slide in your DM, like, you feel me, like, hey, I'm in the A, I need you to fly down here, man. You feel me? I need some beats. You feel me? You never know, so I try to be prepared.
You try to be ready for that. When that opportunity comes, you just seize it. Or do you ever like worry that like as time goes on, you might have to like cut certain relationships or like kind of things like that? Do you ever worry about that kind of stuff? Because it's something, a reoccurring theme that you hear a lot from artists or people in the industry.
Hell no, if you fraud, you fraud. Getting cut, simple. I just had to cut family off.
Yeah.
Feel me? Fuck all that.
Yeah, so you kind of see, it seems like you do a very good job of staying grounded no matter what, who's hitting you up, what you're making, or what you're working on. Yeah.
Yep. Just staying focused, man. Staying out the way and just trying to make the dream work.
So what are the plans for the new label? So you want to sign a couple of your friends, or are you going to be reaching out to artists outside of them?
I want to keep it all in the fam for real, you feel me? But it's like, you know, like, I know as I grow as a producer, people's going to be hitting up like, bro, I want to sign. But it's like, it's deeper than just you saying, yo, I want to sign. Like, you got to really see, you feel me, what somebody's doing. You really got to look at their numbers. You really got to look at their talent. You got to really know who they is, because I ain't signing no snakes to my label. That's dead. You feel me? So, you know, I'm just keeping it in the fam for right now. Like, because everybody that's in the fam, like, everybody that's in one way is family, you feel me? Like, I left a few out, you feel me? I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Like, right now it's just RTR, Icky Al, Young Biddy, Montana Corleone, Miss Hitch. She one of the newest members. You know, she's a female producer from here. She lit. She hard.
Wow, yeah.
My bro, Cole Hunter, he just did something for Rip and 55 Bags. He got a lot of big placements too, but he lit.
Yeah.
He hard.
So they're all from Cleveland?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. So, it's a lot of talent going on in the city right now. Like producers, like I recently heard about a producer as young as 14-year-old making music and stuff like that. Like it's just crazy that like producers have once again like come to the forefront of hip hop. Because when you look at the origins of it, you know, the guys that were spinning, the DJs and stuff used to run it, you know, and then rappers came after that.
Yeah.
Do you think that this sound is going to continue to be like this for, you know, years to come, or what do you think is next for rap in general?
I hope that the sound doesn't stay like this, like, because everybody knows the difference between the sound from the 2000s to the 2008 to 2008 to 2015 up until now. You feel me? So I really hope it just keep changing. I hope it changes for the better. You feel me? I hope it get better. I hope it don't get worse.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to what's next, because I'm not sure. Because, you know, it kind of seems like the South has had it for a while. You know, maybe even longer than like New York had it. You know, so it's kind of like, is it gonna go like that SoundCloud route or something like that, where it's just a little more like cloud rap and stuff like that?
See, like, that's my plan. That's my plan as a Cleveland producer. You feel me? Like, everybody, like, you guys, anybody, it's a fact. You know it, I know it. Everybody in here know it. You feel me? Atlanta, the South period runs the music industry. I want to have it where, you feel me, a lot of like almost like at least 60-70% of the music industry is all Cleveland. You feel me? Like, I'm 20, so I'm young. I still got a long way to go, but that's enough time. That's more than enough time. You feel me? So I want to change a lot for real. Like, you feel me? Like, the South done had it for years, man. Like, and salute to them too. You feel me? They had it for years, but it's like, oh, it's time for Cleveland to get up.
Yeah,
you feel me?
And I believe in what you're talking about too, because even if, you know, even if Cleveland can't take the whole torch, I know that there's cities like Chicago or you know, certain, or Memphis, that have really like made some noise on a serious level, and I think Cleveland is on the verge of something really special with that. Give some shout outs, let people know like where they can find your work and where they can find you.
Man, you really find me everywhere for real, man. You can get in your car.
Yeah.
You feel me? Turn your radio on, you feel me?
Yeah, really.
Seriously, pick it up. Racks a day. Man, what? A lot of Key Glock, period. Simple. You feel me? You can hear a lot for real, you feel me? And shit. Internet, Instagram, I am Sosa808, Twitter, I am Sosa808. Shit.
And be on the lookout for the new label.
Yep, only Mafia Records.
All right, man. Well, thank you, bro.
For sure.